Tim Albright with AVNation with an InfoComm 2019 special. What we're doing is we are previewing the booths and folks that are coming to Orlando, Florida, the week of June 8th through the 14th. The show itself is June 12th through the 14th. And with me is Jacob Marash talking about STEM audio. Welcome, sir.
Hi, Tim. How's it going?
Doing fine, doing fine. First of all, you guys, this is your first time, STEM's first time, STEM Audio's first time exhibiting at the show. You guys are in booth number 4161. So Jacob, just kind of take us through, this is your first time there. So folks obviously haven't been to STEM Audio's booth before. So if we walk in, what are we going to find?
Yeah, so it is our first time. Very big deal for us since we just launched STEM about a week ago. So it's going to be, when we show up at InfoComm, we're only going to be about 6 weeks old. So it's kind of like our first opportunity to really show what STEM is and what we do to the world. So we're taking it very seriously. For those who know us through Phoenix Audio, which is our parent company, you'll know that we try to make our booth experience a little bit more fun. So it's very important for us to show off our technology and our products, but also to do it in a not too serious way. So I think the booth this year is going to be the same. You know, it's going to be very open, very inviting, very warm. We're going to have an ice cream stand, so please come and enjoy some green and white ice cream. And we have a couple of other secret giveaways that we'll do just to give a good atmosphere. But the important part is actually to show the ecosystem. And we've been talking about ecosystem and the fact that STEM is revolutionary for a while now. And I think it's important maybe to touch upon that because I personally don't really like buzzwords. They turn me off. So when I hear companies saying revolutionary and ecosystem, it just seems like those words that everyone is saying. So we really want to show why we are an ecosystem and why we are revolutionary. The booth will have 6 stations in it. 2 of those stations are wall displays, so you'll be able to actually come and see the actual products. If you saw our launch video, if you didn't see our launch video, please go to stemaudio.com and check it out. But if you saw our launch video, you saw some renderings of the products, you'll be able to actually see them live at the show. So that's important. And then we have 2 of those walls, and then the other 4 stations are actually you getting to play with our platform. So the 4 stations are split into room design, room check, room adapt, and management. And in each one of those stations, you'll be able to actually walk up to the platform itself, to the software, and to play around with it and understand how we do things differently than any other audio system you've used in the past, and how these tools actually make the whole process of audio conferencing a lot easier and a lot more powerful. If you want me to talk about those stations, I'd love to do that as well.
Yeah, let's kind of drill down into that because in your launch video, you guys made a really good case for saying, you know, this is the way that STEM Audio thinks that you see audio should be done, and you talk about the ecosystem and the fact that all these products kind of work together towards that final goal of making UC communications easier, not only to design and deploy, but also to use.
Correct. So I think that, you know, when you come out with a new product that's very powerful and has a lot of features, it's very enticing to talk about those features. And that's something that I feel like a lot of companies do, and we probably, you know, do that sometimes as well. But we try to veer away from it. When we developed STEM, we try to go about it by looking at the problems and the pains that users have. And that's, by the way, how STEM started. It basically started with us doing a big tour and interviewing hundreds of companies. We talked to IT professionals, integrators, actual end users that have no AV or IT background. And we try to figure out what do they hate about their audio. And that's how we solved those issues and created STEM. So instead of talking about the features, I try to talk more about what are the pains we're solving. And that's what these 4 stations are there to show. So behind STEM, there's a ton of stuff you can do with it. I'm not going to sit here and give you a list of 30 things. That's not interesting to anyone. But what I do want to talk about is what are these pains that we're solving. So on the station that we talked, for instance, about room design, we're specifically solving the pain that end users have when they walk into a brand new room that has no audio in it and try to figure out what to do in that room. So you'll be able to walk up to the station and see how it actually works. You'll be able to create a room, actually draw out a blueprint of your room, place furniture, and then drop in products and see what the product coverage is estimated to be. On the next station, we have what we call room check. And in room check, you'll be able to see what it's like after you've actually installed products. So with the STEM ecosystem, once you actually install the room and you place the products in the room, you can walk around that room and talk, and the system will actually draw out this cool heat map inside of your diagram, room diagram, and will show you where your pickup is good and where your pickup is not so good. So you'll be able to walk away and actually see that, oh, I see this corner is kind of a dead zone. Maybe I want to move one of the products closer to that area, or maybe I want to add in another audio device into this room. So that's what we're going to be showing on the room check stand. On the room adapt, we'll show you how STEM can do something very cool. And that's, it can actually adapt itself to your specific room. So if you take a STEM product and you put it in a room that's fully acoustically treated, and then you take that product into a different room that's maybe the same shape and size, but has different acoustics, let's say it's made out of glass walls, the product will actually operate differently. When you do room adapt, the product will kind of send these chirping sounds and will learn the acoustics of the room, and based on the reverberance will change its microphone and speaker sensitivities. So we're going to be talking about that and showing that on the room adapt. And then finally on the management side, maybe that's one of the more important stations, we actually show you how you can get a picture, a status of your whole organization. So you can see all of your rooms and all of your devices. You can see what's operating, what's not, when it was last tested. And that kind of shows you as an IT professional what tools you're getting, where you can actually manage your STEM ecosystem from afar. And you can know at any given point that everything is working properly, so you don't have to wait for that phone call that you sometimes get from someone trying to use a product in one of the rooms and it's not working. And at that point, it's too late, right? So we show you kind of like the broad picture that you get by day-to-day management of the ecosystem. For people that want to stick around and hear about all the other features the STEM has, all of our guys will be more than happy to talk. But I think those are the main 5 things that I want to get across. I want to get those 4 panes that we saw up front. And I also want to give people the opportunity to actually walk up to the products and see what they look like in real life, what their size and shape is, because one of the important things for us with STEM was to design products that add to the aesthetics of the room versus take away from it.
That's quite remarkable, and that you guys really have. I know you say you don't like necessarily the buzzword of ecosystem, but you have created an ecosystem that makes designing and deploying UC audio a little bit easier than maybe integrators are dealing with right now.
Yeah, it's that concept is something that surrounds us in our day-to-day, right? You go home, you use Amazon Echo, or you either are part of the Google ecosystem, and that's like your speakers and your thermostat and your door lock. So that's a given to us in our personal life, but for some reason when we walk into the enterprise world, our expectations and our standards shift tremendously. We expect the products that we use on a day-to-day to be cumbersome, and for me to have to use my IT guy to help me figure out how to use an audio device, and that just doesn't seem natural to us. I feel like there's better use of time for the IT guy, and there's certainly a need for them, but we can help them deploy 150 rooms in the same amount of time that it would take them to deploy 2 rooms, right? And that's kind of like what we want to get done.
All right, so folks want to check out STEM Audio and the ecosystem. It's 4161-4161. But Jacob, not everybody in the world is going to InfoComm. So if they want to find out more about STEM Audio or follow along as you guys talk some more the week of InfoComm 2019, how do they do that?
Well, the only thing that my marketing guy gave me a cheat sheet for. He said, make sure you mention all of these. But no, it's pretty straightforward. First of all, visit our website. Everything you need is on our website, from contacting us or all the information, and that's just www.stemaudio.com. You can also sign up for our newsletter, and I think that's the best way to keep track of what's happening with our launch and when we're starting to sell units. So definitely sign up for that. But otherwise, just the usual: LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We have great videos and content everywhere. So just search us on any platform by typing in STEM Audio, and you'll find us.
All right, very good. Jacob Marash from STEM Audio. Again, they're in booth number 4161, 4161. For us, for AVNation, you can buy the website avnation.tv, avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to Orlando June 12th through the 14th and bring you everything from the show floor, including a visit with the folks at STEM Audio. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.